Alright guys, so this is what happens when you're recording a video and you leave your game on public. Homo. I'm not going to say that name actually. Awkward beginning to this video. How are you guys doing today? Alright, so we changed it to private, guys. We're here to record a video, 300 days on Fortnite, save the world. But I logged in and saw that one of you guys actually gave me a gift, which I didn't even know you could do. So, Grekoof? Is that how you pronounce it? I'm probably butchering it, but thank you so very much for giving me this gift. He did not have to do that. He gave me an emote, so hopefully when Save the World actually allows us to use emotes, I'll be able to use this one. So thank you once again very much. You did not have to do this. But guys, yes, 300 days on Fortnite Save the World. It's actually maybe a little bit more than 300 days. I might be oh my god, it's 316 days. I'm really far behind. I thought it was like 307 or something. All right, yeah, no worry. This is 300 days on Fortnite. I mean, to be fair, these past past week or so, I haven't been doing a whole lot on this game. I've merely been logging in, gathering my research, and then pretty much logging off. I haven't been doing a whole lot. I still don't have some of the mythic heroes in the event shop, which of course we will get to here, but yeah, gathering my research and then pretty much logging off for the past couple of weeks. I mean, there hasn't been a whole lot of content. I'm to a point now where I've played the game so much. I've done well over 1,000 missions. You guys are seeing a photo here from my Storm Shield 1, and simply doing the same missions over and over and over again is kind of, I mean, it's not boring, but I've just done them so many times it gets kind of repetitive, and I feel like if I keep playing the same missions over and over and over, I'll probably eventually get burnt out, which of course I don't want to do because that would kind of like not be good for my YouTube channel. So I really only play when I feel like I need to play, when I need to grind gold or something like that. Speaking of, I have a grand total of 40 gold and I still need to get Calamity. Probably actually will end up not getting Calamity. I mean, I don't want to grind all that gold for Calamity. She's not even that good. She's really not even that good. Her bonus is fine. I mean, it's okay. The thing is, though, is that I have other heroes with this tactical bonus. So, I mean, there's really no point for me to get her unless I want to have every single mythic in the game, which would be kind of nice. But I don't know. I don't know, guys. Let me know down below. Should I grind for Calamity? Should I not grind for Calamity? But anyway, guys, moving on, the account overview. Things are a lot different than they were before. The last several account overviews that I've done have all been somewhat similar, but this time things are very much different. There have been a lot of changes to, like, the collection book, for example. We now have some really spicy rewards for the collection book here. Let's just see what I have, actually. That's not too bad. It's 2 survivors and a legendary troll stash llama. Not too terrible. Much better than they were before. So I've actually been slotting tons and tons of stuff in my collection book. Let's just go down here and see cyber sets. I have even some crystal weapons here slotted, which is something, I mean, I can take them out whenever I want. This is my only Mercury LMG. This was my best Argon assault rifle. So, I mean, they're in the collection book just so I can get some rewards. And then if I ever need them, I can just spend 20 V-Bucks and pull them out. So you guys are going to see my inventory here, my schematics and my heroes and stuff. And there's really not that much stuff because I've been collection booking everything that I possibly can, because the rewards are so good on the collection book now that it's worth just me investing a bunch of stuff into the collection book, and of course I can always take it out once again. But as far as the account goes, level 128, nearly max level. I'm actually still not sure what max level is. I'm assuming it's probably 130. I still have some survivors that I need to finish upgrading here. I have like probably 10, I would say, that I need to finish upgrading. No, I have 13 survivors that I still need to finish upgrading, so that's probably going to be at least another million XP. And then I still have my research to do. That is getting pretty close, so I believe it's like level 110 for the max, I want to say. I'm getting pretty close to maxing out my resistance, which is obviously the last thing I need to max out. A really cool thing about this, guys, if you're on this page, if you go here to show details, it'll show you a ton of information about your account. Okay, maybe that's, what am I thinking of? Where did they change that to? It just is showing your fort stats. What am I thinking of? There used to be a way where you could go and check, is it in our profile? No, it's not. Where you could go and check out like your maximum effective, see all stats? Here is where it probably is, but it would tell you your maximum effective, like, weapon level, for example. For some reason, though, I cannot find where they went and moved all that information. Maybe they just got rid of it, to be honest. But anyway, guys, moving on, let's just take a look here at the heroes. Like I said, a lot of the stuff that I used to have, well, I still have it, is in the collection book now. So a lot of my mythics, a lot of my legendaries, anything that I could put in the collection book is in the collection book. But I'm starting to actually get a good collection of high-level heroes, which is something I don't. I was really skimping out on heroes for a while. while. There were like a set couple of heroes that I would always use and never use anything else. But I'm starting to expand. I'm starting to expand, try out some new heroes. I've been using a ton of Outlanders as of late. In fact, I haven't even used a soldier in such an incredibly long amount of time. It's been probably a good 3-4 weeks. I also totally regret recycling. In one of these account update videos, I went and recycled like 3 Master Grenadiers. I totally regret that now. Ever since we went and got information that we would be able to like slot 5 heroes eventually, I was like, no, I wanted to do a video where I could slot every single one of the slots as a Master Grenadier. That would have been pretty insane. So yeah, I totally regret recycling all of those Master Grenadiers. At one point, I think I had like 10 of them. I still have 1 in the collection book that I can pull out and have a total of 4. I could buy some more llamas, but honestly, no thanks. So those were the heroes. Let's take a look at the defenders because they're so cool to look at. That was sarcasm, by the way. Defenders suck. I mean, don't get me wrong, if you have a good sniper defender, which I don't, but if you have a good sniper defender with like a neon sniper or an obliterator, put them up in a box, that can be really effective. I mean, there is some practical use cases for defenders, but most of the time, I prefer just not to use them. Moving on though, what am I using currently? I'm using Enforcer Grizzly, Master Grenadier, and then Commando Spitfire. All right, let's see here. Can we start to talk about the weapons? I believe we can. We've covered survivors, covered heroes, covered pretty much everything. I still need to actually try out this new biome, the Ghost Town. Seems pretty cool. Kind of a random thought there, but all right. All right, though, let's just take a look at the schematics. Let me grab a drink of water here. Yeah, in the last video, I was talking about how my throat has been killing me. My voice has been really, really bad these past few days. So I've been going and having to drink a lot of water, and it's just really weird. I'm not sick, but I'm totally kind of sounding sick. Anyway, guys, moving on. We have a ton of stuff here to cover. Actually, with these, we could spend a lot of time at least covering all these weapons. I do have a few that I want to talk to you guys about. Oh, and this right here, I want to talk about this as well. The little wall of weapons. So this is how this is all calculated. We have our launcher, we have our pistol, we have our sniper, we have our assault rifle, we have our shotgun, and a sword, like a melee weapon, and another melee weapon. But here's how this will work. This is supposed to display your most powerful weapons, right? So what it'll do is it'll go through all of your weapons, find the highest leveled one for each one of these categories, launcher, sniper, assault rifle, etc., etc., and then it'll go into that pool of highest level weapons and sort them by alphabetical order. So I have the bazooka right here because if we go over to my schematics, it is a level 130, which I totally leveled up, put it on that wall, and it is alphabetically before my bowler, which is also 130. So that is how that is calculated. It goes by power level and then alphabetical order. That is why I have this bazooka at level 130. And by the way, look at this thing. This thing is a legacy weapon. It's one of those really old ones. Some pretty decent perks on here, actually. Not too terribly bad. I mean, they're really not bad. 45% crit damage, plus a 21% crit chance, plus 21% crit chance, plus 20% damage, plus 10% weapon damage causes affliction. The cool thing about these legacy weapons, which is one of the things I want to talk to you guys about, is that these work differently than something like these new rolls, which are, where do I have a weapon with new rolls? I mean, all right, so this Gravedigger, for example, we have plus 25 critical rating. That does not equate to plus 25% critical hit chance. When they switched to this new system, it was a bit confusing at first. I'm calling it a new system. It's rather actually old. It's probably a good 6 months old now. But the point is that if this is plus 25 critical rating, it is not equal to, let's just pretend that this was plus 25%. They're not equal and they're not applied the same way. They don't stack the same way either. So on this bad boy, we have a 52% critical hit chance and 95% critical hit damage. Not too shabby. I'd say this is actually a really, really well-rolled weapon for these legacy weapons. If I go here, modify perks, show preview, which don't want to do. I have all these slots right here, so I'm definitely not going to convert that though. So those are some legacy weapons. I have some other ones too, some other really good ones. Actually, there's a really, really good one in my collection book, I believe. I'll show you that here in just a sec. But yeah, this is another legacy weapon. Damage to afflicted, damage, crit chance, damage, 10% weapon damage causes affliction. That one's actually really pretty good too. Yeah, for a legacy weapon, this is actually pretty good. But I do have one that I would consider a god-rolled legacy weapon. And here's the thing, guys. I bought so many llamas over the months that I had so many god-rolled legacy weapons that I just had no idea were good. Now I do consider this to be pretty much a god roll, like a true god roll. Unfortunately though, it is on a flippin' axe. Look at this though, look at this. So keep in mind guys, none of these perks are activated because this thing is not leveled up, but we have a 10% damage, 45% crit damage, 21% crit chance, 20% damage, 90% crit damage. And this is also an energy weapon by default, so it already has an element on it. So if we were to upgrade this thing, we'd have 51% critical hit chance, which is pretty dang good. And then we would have, let's see, 210% critical hit damage. That's pretty good too. So every other hit would be doing 210% more damage. And we also have 2 damage perks on this thing would be a really good weapon if they came out with a really good hero for axes. So one day I will level this baby up and actually use it, because those are some really good rolls. All right, so I've showed you guys the legacy weapons. I've also been leveling up some weapons from the winter event last year. We have the frostbite, which is looking pretty good. I'm probably gonna get all these up to purple. I'm gonna try to before I do a video on it. We have the Ralphie's Revenge, which is looking pretty good actually. Forgot I had, oh wait. That's right, I changed the perks on here and I did not like them. I went and I tried a critical build. Why did I? Oh, that's why, because I can slot a hero to increase the critical hit damage. That's why I went with double crit rating. Okay. Yeah, I mean, critical hit chance of 56%, and then I believe I will get like 145% critical hit damage with the right heroes. And then we also have the snowball launcher, which is also, I mean, it's really not a bad launcher, guys. I have durability on it, and that's only because this thing has an insane amount of durability already. It's a bit bugged, as you can tell. So yeah, guys, I will be doing a video on all of these winter event weapons from last year. I'll probably wait until we actually hear when the winter event is, kind of build up hype for the winter events. The last thing I wanted to cover as far as my inventory goes is my 3 favorite weapons. So these are 3 weapons that I use pretty much almost every game. I'll use at least one of them each game. Keep in mind, I'm not saying that these are like the best weapons in the game, because quite frankly, they're probably not. They're really good, but I mean, here's the thing. Is there even a best weapon in the game? Is there a best weapon? How do you judge what makes a weapon the best weapon in the game? Is it what does the most damage? Is it what does the most damage at X range? Is it what fires the fastest? I mean, how do you judge what makes the best weapon? Fact of the matter is that there's so much personal opinion that goes into that, so I can't say that there's one best weapon in the game. I can't say that there's 5 best weapons in the game, but these are the 3 weapons that I use the most, so I guess in a way they're kind of my 3 favorite weapons. Starting off with the old Betsy. I know I'm gonna get a lot of hate for that, but this thing is just insane, guys. It is such a good sniper rifle. Number 1, there's just no scope on it. It's so nice without a scope. I just hate scopes on sniper rifles. I truly do. And then number 2, the old Betsy. It is so good for blasters. It takes out blasters so well. It works for your smashers. It works for your husks. It works for your takers pretty well too. But it just really excels at taking out blasters. It's so good at that. I mean, here, actually, let's go here and change up my heroes real quick. We are getting 40% critical hit chance and 325% critical hit damage. That is insane. This thing can one-shot blasters, guys. This thing can definitely one-shot blasters. It is so good for blasters. 124,000 headshot damage. It's a 106. I don't even have a headshot perk on this thing. This thing is a beast. Moving on to my second favorite weapon. Let's go here and actually change my heroes. See if you guys can guess based off of what my heroes are. If you can guess what my second favorite weapon is. So we have Ranger Deadeye and then also Trailblaster Buzz. Can you guess it? What's my second favorite weapon? It is the Founder's Revolt, a purple weapon. I mean, simply put, guys, this last perk here, Bullet Chain, is so OP. It is so nice to have. My only wish is that we had a legendary variant of it. That would be pretty cool, but yes, it is such a good weapon in my opinion. I love it. And then last but not least, let's take a look at my favorite weapon to use in the game. It's the all-around best weapon to use in the game. In my opinion, it's so well-rounded, it just works. We have the Siege Silent Spectre. Yep. Wow, so funny. Good joke, Joe. No, we have the Silent Spectre. This is a 130. And I pretty much made it a 130 because I wanted to get rid of Bright Core because I had so much of it. Nope, my good Silent Spectre is actually up here. This isn't funny. Oh, here. It's like, this isn't funny. Where is it? It's right here, guys. Here's my 106 Shadow Shard, fully maxed out Silent Spectre. I love this thing, guys. It's beautiful. Need to take out a Smasher or 2? This weapon's for you. Need to take out a Blaster. This weapon's for you. Need to take out one of the little runny fast guys. This weapon's for you. This thing is so incredibly versatile. You can use it in any situation you want. It just works. Is it the best at taking out blasters? No, of course not. But it just works in every single situation. It has a higher base critical hit chance than something like the Siegebreaker, and it's just so nice to have. I know I was just saying before how I don't think that there are any best guns in the game, but for me personally, this is the best gun in the game. For you, it might not be, it might be something else. That is totally fine, but for me, this is the best weapon in the game, and that is heavily influenced by my personal opinion, obviously. But anyway, guys, thanks for watching today's video. Hope you guys did enjoy. My throat is like killing me right now, so I'm gonna end this video. That was 316 days on Fortnite Save the World. Let me know how far into the game you guys are. How many days have you logged in? Let me know down below. But once again, thanks guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I will talk to you guys next time.